Okay, like on today's session is going to be okay, as I was saying, on today's session is going to be more like a question and answer. Like I believe some of you guys have like a lot of questions to ask, or you have something that you're not clear with yet. So this is a session to ask those questions. You understand?
Yes. Can we ask in
So now we're
chat
diving.
or shall we just
Yeah,
always
like yeah, you can ask based on analysis or anywhere you're having difficulties on the chat.
I'm having difficulty just to start the whole process. So as you said, we go into the 4 hour, we checking if there is any rejection. Sometimes when it's on the pure chart, is I don't know. I don't know where to start.
Okay, your question is please mute your mic if you don't have question. You said your question is you don't know how to check the 4 hour time frame POIs, and
Yes, kind of
is that a
where
question?
to start. So there is a naked chart,
Okay.
and then just go there and what am I doing?
Okay, like here now, let's try and check this current chart now. So this is going to be for again. Okay, now this Euro USD on the 4 hour time frame, right? This Euro USD on the 4 hour time frame. So now here, what are we going to do now? We are highlighting the POIs, the possible POIs price could react from. Do you understand? That's what we're going to be doing, because Euro USD seems like it's going for these highs here. So we could look for possible POIs that price react from, so we can get confirmation. So we have this other block here, and we have this other block also. So remember, this is 5 p.m. This is 5 p.m. We are not going to take any trade. So what are we going to be waiting for now? Let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. So now the thing there is you highlight your POIs. Do you understand? You highlight your POIs on the 4 hour time frame. You don't have to highlight only one. You have to be very, very flexible. Like you can check now on the 4 hour time frame. We check on the 4 hour time frame. There is other POIs here. See, there's this rejection block as well. So if it's possible to highlight like all of them, then maybe you could give them names. Maybe this one you can say 4 hour order block. This one you could say 4 hour rejection block. Do you understand? So you go back to the 15-minute time frame. So in any of these levels, if price gives you that confirmation you are looking out for now. Okay, let's go back. So we have these levels now. So what's the benefit? This level has liquidity here, which is the rejection block. So now, like among all these POIs, I think price is going to use this one here. Because what is this one trying to show us? This one is trying to show us a range, but we are not using range. We are not using range in the 1 hour, in the 15-minute time frame, but it's trying to show us a range here. So let me just go back to the range. So we can see a strong low here. We can see a stop hunt right here, and we can see a break of structure to the upside here. Okay, where was the break of structure? This is going to be the break here. This is going to be the break of structure. So where is the second break? The second break happened here. So now where is the low that caused the break of structure? If this is the high, this is going to be the low, and the low here now is liquidity. So this low here now is liquidity. And now, if we are trying to take any trades now, we'll be more focused on this POI because of what? There is liquidity, first of all, and it's a 4 hour level. So like anytime you see this kind of entries, if you are confident with aggressive entry, you can go aggressively. But as for me, I won't take any aggressive entry on this POI. I'll wait for price to give me any of my confirmation entries. That's what I'm going to be looking at for this level. So we should also, you guys should monitor Euro USD, this Euro USD 15-minute time frame. Monitor Euro USD. Maybe you can write down the number. This is 1.3509. Like look out for this level. So let's see if price gives us the confirmation. 15 minutes 15-minute break of structure, 1 hour order block. Okay, I have somebody asked a question on my DM. I said I'm going to explain it on the session. He said that if the 1 hour created a rejection block and the 30 minutes created another block, are we going to use that other block on the 30 minutes? The answer is yes, because when the rejection block has been created on the 1 hour, the 30 minutes like automatically has already created an order block. So that means if you are using the rejection block on the 1 hour, like if there's no other block on 1 hour, there's going to be a rejection block. And if you check the rejection block on the 30 minutes, it's going to be another block, 30 minutes order block. So now this, like for now, this is just what we are looking at for Euro USD. We don't need to do anything. Maybe this could be tomorrow's trade. Maybe Asia could come and form somewhere around here. We don't know. Sorry. Asia could form somewhere around here. If Asia forms somewhere around here, so at least if the retracement happened, then we are going to be like looking forward to take buys from Euro USD, this zone here. Do you understand?
Much clearer now.
Yeah.
Please, I would like to
I
ask a
need to
question.
practice it, but it's much cleaner now. Thank you.
Okay.
I would like to ask a question.
Okay.
Last session you said you are going to do an amalgamation of everything we do on the chart on GU. That is, we'll find a range, see look for Asia session. If it has a protected low, a protected high, we look for a 4-hour WP and take entry. If it doesn't, we look for possible POIs where price can react from, wait for confirmation and take entry. So can you please, let's do it that way. Let's go to GU and start from everything. Start from looking for a range down to taking entries and everything, so that we can, I think, understand it better.
Okay, like first of all, like the reason I said this is going to be a interactive class is expect my trading view has already like expired. So that's why I said this is going to be like, you understand, a class, interactive class. So like anything I'm saying, what don't you understand? The videos are already there. You understand?
What I don't understand is how to find a range and how to differentiate between internal liquidity and external liquidity, so I can actually know market direction and my market bias.
Okay, let me add more light on ranges.
Now, which time frame do we find a range? I want to know so I can get it right.
Okay, first of all, the time frame we look for range is for like on the 4-hour time frame. That's where we look out for our range. So whenever we're looking at our range on the 4-hour time frame, it's just for what direction, not for entry. So whenever you they have two types of range. Please mute your mic. We have two types of range. First of all, we have this first range, stop hunt and a break of structure, a retracement, and another break of structure. This is the first range. And we have another second range here, which is going to be stop hunt, a break of structure, then price could just retrace and use another POI to buy. So what's the difference here? The difference here is price already took out liquidity, right? Price took out liquidity here and break structure to the upside here. So for us to identify a range, we have to see a 3-candle formation. A 3-candle formation has to happen and a break of a swing high has to occur. So now the structure has occurred now. Now it's trying to indicate to us that like this is a break of structure. And if price retraced all the way down and gives another break of structure, it's trying to tell us that what? More people are trying to get in on this POI here. Do you understand? People are like, they are taking trades because they say like, which other block broke structure? They'll be like, yes, this was the other block that broke structure here. So this is trying to indicate that this is going to be liquidity. Do you understand? This is going to be liquidity. And we could use a higher time frame POI, maybe a 4-hour level or a daily level, and start taking our what? Our bias. If price reaches the POI, so we could know that yes, this is going to be our external range liquidity. So the internal range liquidity is those swing lows happening inside of the trading range. Do you understand? Those swing lows happening inside of the trading range, those are what? Internal range liquidity. So external range liquidity is that high. If you see this is the low, this is going to be the high. So now we could expect at least buys until that high has been what? Taken out. So now what's the difference between this one and this one? So this one here, price only took out liquidity right here, right? Price only took out liquidity here and break structure to the upside here. So sometimes the internal range liquidity is not going to be formed, but if internal range liquidity, if there's any internal range liquidity, if it's going to be like far from the POI, so this kind of range are also good, because we're not taking our entries from the range. We are using it for what? Bias. So whenever price show that it's going to respect the range. So now the next target is what? The high, the external range liquidity. Do you understand? The external range liquidity is going to be the target. So if you know that you're taking any positions, you know that okay, this is where price is going to go. This is where the magnet is on the market. This is the magnet right here. So now we could take at least more buys until that high has been taken out. So this is the difference between this one. This one had internal range liquidity. This one did not have internal range liquidity. So that's the two types of range. Do you understand? Let's see. Let me try and see whether we could see like any range on the power. Okay, sometimes price won't take out the external liquidity if much let's say we had an entry here. Let's say we have some entry here. I'm just giving an example. We had an entry here. Then price goes all the way down. It didn't take out the external liquidity, which is supposed to be this low. The cause is whenever price reaches somewhere around here and start giving those bullish Quasimodo. What do I mean bullish? Let me draw it. Price started giving bullish Quasimodo. It's trying to show you that what? There are much sellers here. You know, price move with liquidity. There are much sellers here. People who are trying to sell, much sellers are in this market. So sometimes price is going to disrespect the range to take out. You can see how price use higher momentum to kick out this strong high here. So most of the times, or let's say sometimes, price won't take out external range liquidity. But that's not what we are trying to talk about. I'm trying to look for a range here so I can show you the difference between the first one and the second one. You can see finding range on the 4-hour time frame, like it's going to be like this current chart now. Let's use this current chart. How can we find a range on this current chart? Finding ranges can be difficult. It's going to be hard for price to print out those range, but when it does, it's going to be very, very, very valid for you to find your entries. It's going to be very easier. So let's see. So now there is no sweep here. There's no sweep of any 3 candle here. So in this kind of case, to find range here is going to be very, very difficult. So what do you do whenever you are in this position? You highlight those POIs. You follow the order flow. Those POIs, price. Let us follow order flow here. Okay, following the order flow, we can see price reacted from this order block. Okay, it didn't tap on the order block. Let's just continue here. See price reacted from this order block here. You can see price reacted from this order block here. Okay, you can also see price reacting from this other block right here. So now, what's the next POI here? The next POI is this this open close level. So currently price is reacting on this level. So this like in a case that you don't see any range on the 4-hour time frame. If you do not see any range on the 4-hour time frame, you follow the order flow. You first understand how price has been respecting the POIs and where is going to be the new fresh level to take your trades. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So like the difference there, finding range on the 4-hour time frame is going to be like sometimes you could take like 1 month without any range on the 4-hour time frame. So whenever there's no range, you make use of the high time frame order flow. The 4-hour levels, you understand where price is reacting from. Let's go back to the 4-hour. Let me explain this properly, please. Okay, back on the 4-hour time frame. So back on the 4-hour time frame, we could see price reacting from this other block. There was a mitigation right here. This was a mitigation here. And you can see price reacting from this other block. There was a mitigation here. So now where is the new fresh level? When price mitigated, where was the new fresh level? The new fresh level was this level right here. So price also reacted from the level also, right? And gave another order block. So where is the other block? This is going to be the other block. I've already highlighted it. This is the other block here. And price reacted from the other block here. And now it's giving a new fresh level, which is this this open close level right here. Do you understand? So whenever you see this kind of entries, now that's when you wait for, like, this is 5 p.m. already. So this 5 p.m. we cannot take any trades now. So now this is when you look for what? You look for confirmation on the next day. Do you understand? So following order flow is going to be like it's going to be another thing if there is no range, because you cannot say, okay, you cannot just look at the chart. Let's just try and see a range. Okay, now you see this is the low here. You cannot just say stop hunt here. You cannot just say stop hunt here and break of structure here. And you'll be expecting the market to retrace all the way down to this level for it to take out this high. It's not going to be possible. It's going to take time. So that's why we react to price. We don't actually follow patterns. We don't follow patterns, we react. So only if price shows us that, yes, it's going to the downside. What do I mean it's going to the downside? It's trying to create a range. Maybe like, let's just say, taking out this high and giving us a break of structure. Now we have a stop hunt here and a break of structure. So whenever this happens, what do we know now? We know for sure that price might start what? Falling back. But we cannot just predict. We have to see all of this happening. If price forms a swing low here, please try and understand this thing. If price forms, okay, let's say price is reacting from here, right? If price forms a swing low, the 3 candle formation right here, and takes out this high, right? What is this? This is stop hunt now, and a break of structure happens here again. Then we know that, yes, the price is showing a reversal method, a reversal pattern. So we could know if we could what? Look for what? A sell position to start selling price. Do you understand? So for you to just go to the 4-hour, finding range on the 4-hour time frame is not going to be very easy. But like, based on what I've learned so far, ranges are only found on the 4-hour time frame. You can also use range on the 1 hour, but like the essence of the range is for buyers, not for entries. It's not that you cannot take your range. It's not like you cannot find range on the 1 hour or the 30 minutes, but that's not the essence. The essence of range is to show you the market direction. Do you understand me, please?
Yes, I do.
Yes, it's well understood.
Okay, like let me just do a recap now. So whenever you go to the 4 hour time frame, if there is no range on the current price action, let's just say you see like 5 or 10 candles, right? Like this, like 5 or 10 candles. There is no stop, there is no stop hunt or any break. You have to follow the order flow to know where you could follow price. The order flow. What do I mean by the order flow? I've explained it. Price was reacting from here. Now a new POI has been formed. Price reacting from here. A new POI has been formed. Price reacting from here. A new POI has been formed. Now price is reacting from here now. So now we cannot just say, let's just take this range low here as the range, and this, so be expecting price to come to this place before we start selling, start buying. Like it doesn't make sense. We are traders. We cannot just wait for like how many days without seeing setup. We are trying
It
to
means
follow. Yeah.
you wait till you get tired.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get tired. So that's not what we are looking at for. We are just learning to be technical. Do you understand?
Okay. But I'm sorry, if we look for a range, or let's say we see a range on the 1 hour or 30 minutes, will it like old? We price respect it and actually respect the strategy if we look for a 4 hour POI and price gives us the confirmation entry on the 15 minutes. Will the range be respected?
Okay, your question is if you find a range on the 30-minute time frame
Or 1 hour time frame.
Or 1 hour time frame, and you highlighted a 4 hour level.
Yes, and you
right?
highlighted a 4 hour order block or rejection block.
Yes, is price going to hold after the confirmation? Is that your question?
Yes, we price respect the range after confirmation.
Yeah, it's supposed to respect the range now, because if like our main pattern here is only the 4 hour and the 15 minutes time frame for entry. So if the range is also there, it's also an extra confluence now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt. From his question, I think he means if we do not consider the 4 hours at all and find the complete range at the 30 minutes or either 1 hour, should
Okay,
the
let me see.
price hold? But I think from what I understood, that if we get the range from the 4 hours, that it is the direction is more stronger than getting it from either 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Yeah. So that was what we discussed here now. This is what we discussed here. Let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. So now the 15-minute time frame, there was a range. I said it before. There was a range here on the 15-minute time frame. Using ranges, this is the range. Okay, let me delete all of this. Okay, using ranges, what are we looking at for a range? We have to see price taking out a old low. So this was a swing low right here. Using the 3 candle formation, there was a swing low right here, and it was taken out, right? And okay, which was the high after the swing low? Okay, let's trace the high. So now this is the high after the swing low. So now this is going to be the break of structure here. So now the break of structure is here. So now we are using the 15-minute range now. According to, let me try and explain. So now this is the 15-minute range, and there was a break of structure. This was the second break. So now we are paying close attention now. So now this is the range high here. We can just call this one the range high, and this one is also equal highs. So this is a range high here, and the range low. So now normally we cannot just take the trade with this range, right? Now this is going to be the internal range liquidity. So now we cannot just take the trade with this range. Now on the 4 hour time frame, now this is now back to our model now. On the 4 hour time frame, where is the POI? We have this rejection block right here. There was a rejection block here. So now it's trying to show us now, like the 15 minutes is already trying to show us a range. But are we to trust the range? We are only to trust the range only if the 15 minutes has showed us, yes, price is willing to move up from here. That's only when we are going to trust the range. We can't just trust the range because price, we saw stock on break of structure, then we can just place our buy position here. Our buy position here, stop loss somewhere around here, somewhere around here, target higher prices. That's not how price works. You are just trying to tell price what to do. You are not actually following price action. So following price action is going to tell you that, okay, yes, there was a break here. There was a break here, and 1 hour has already formed a POI. 1 hour formed a POI. Now this is going to be our entry. Entry from the 1 hour order block. But if there is no 1 hour order block, the 30 minutes is going to create order block too. So target the same price. So now this is actually like we are not following price now. We are not trying to, because price has been selling now. Price has been selling from here. So what do you think that if price is going to do? If there is no much what will I say? You know, we are not the one telling price what to do, right? Price is going to do whatever he wants. So if there is no much volume, price is going to disrespect this. But if there's volume, price is going to give us, yes, he's willing to go to the upside. So that's when we follow the chart. Do you understand? So I believe your question is, if we see the 15-minute, if the 1 hour or the 30 minutes range, and we see the 4 hour POI, are we to use is price going to respect the range? Yes, if price gives the 15 minutes break structure, the range is going to be respected.
Okay, that is good to know. Okay. So in essence, the strategy is, if we don't see a range, or less say on the 4 hour, and we sit on maybe any other time frame about the 15 minutes, and we get our confirmation, we can take the trade.
Yes,
then if Asia makes a protected low or a protected high, we can use aggressive entries on the 4 hour to enter the trade.
Yes, on the 4 hour, only if there was another block. Only if the 4 hour created another block, that's when we enter aggressively with Asia stop hunt and break of structure.
What if the 4 hour created a rejection block or something else instead? It didn't create another block.
Based on the strategy, it respects other blocks perfectly. Do you understand?
Okay.
Someone wants to ask a question?
Okay, boss. I wanted to ask, how do you get this open and close candle? Is it from the 4 hours? Is it like the Asian section open and close, or which of the sections open and close do you use?
Like, we don't, like, the thing here is, we don't care about which session created the open and close, as long as the 4 hour is already showing us that there is a POI. I don't know if I understand your question. Your question is like, is there any session open and close we use?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, because you said that open and close candles is also a POI, so I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, open and close they are also POIs, but the thing there is, we only mark out the open and close and wait for reactions for them. Like, let's just say we have this place here now. This is an open and close. So we don't care if it was Asia or it was London or New York. Do you understand? As long as there is a confirmation entry forming here. Do you understand? Okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
Is it advisable to take confirmation entry from the 5-minute time frame?
Like okay, I've been working with 5 minutes before, but like the win rate on the 5-minute time frame is actually very, very low than the 15 minutes. Do you understand? So only hello, please mute your mic, please. I don't know what I'm saying.
With money,
Make
no.
una mute mic now. Person go dey watch recording, go dey hear voice.
Can I ask something, please?
Wait, let me answer this guy. The first guy question. Please, what was your question again? Hello, what was your question? Okay, you can ask your question.
Okay. For something like EU or GU that has been making all-time highs, where we may not necessarily be able to find a range on the 4-hour time frame. So what we'll be using is order flow. Be looking at where price has been reacting from and look for a fresh level and see if price gives confirmation on the 15 minutes. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That is after Asian session has already formed.
Yes, after Asia has already formed, because we are not taking entries on Asia. So even though we are highlighting our POIs, we are waiting like after Asia. Maybe Asia is going to be like extra conference, extra liquidity. Do you understand?
Okay.
Remember I said, yeah.
So if according to the order flow, we see a 4-hour POI, and on the 15 minutes, market comes to create confirmation, and then we see either a 1 hour or 30 minutes OB, we can enter the trade with our full chest.
Yes, you can enter the trade with your not your futures. Anytime you're entering the market, you are entering with this thing. What will I say? You're entering with like based on what your past experience on the chart. You're not entering because you want the market to do this thing. You understand? So anytime you are taking a trade, you're not taking a trade 100%. At least the probability of the trade you holding should be like that kind 60-40. Do you understand? 60% is going to hold, 40% is going to. So we are not entering. You can never see a trader saying, okay, he's entering a trade with 100% assurance that this is going to play out.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. I do.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Sorry, sir. Please, I have a question.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, please, if you don't mind, please, can you go to the basically about other blocks?
Which time frame?
4 hours. 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Now there's this present candle that is moving now. Could you say this bearish candle is the other block?
Yeah. Yes. This one, like, this is another block, but the thing there is the 20. It still has 21 minutes for this one. If it's close, even though it's slightly above this one, even though it's slightly above it like this, it can also be like it's considered another block. But if it's close with wick below, then we cannot call this another block.
Okay. I have another question.
Okay.
There is how do I put this question now? There's this stuff about Asia session. It finishes on the 15 minutes, but unlike when you are checking on the 4 hours, there's still like a candle that's still forming within the range of that Asia session. So I wanted to know, from what time should we start analysis?
At least 7:30. 7:30. That's when you should start looking at the chart. Then we start trading by 8 a.m. Nigerian time. 8 a.m. Nigerian time. That's when we start taking our entries.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Last question. Yes. Okay. Yes. One last question, please.
Yeah.
It's still okay. What you are trying to say now about the other blocks is we should wait for it to. We should wait for the candle that you think, oh, like this one now, this present occurrence now on the chart. We should wait for that bullish candle to close. We can now say, oh, this is an order block. Then with extra confirmation, we'll be able to say, oh yes, this order block might hold, it might not hold with extra confirmation. So basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So any more questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
My question is what if Asia created strong low and now Asia give us a trading range without giving a power order block, then Asia give a power rejection block or open close level? Is it advisable to take aggressive entries or we should wait for confirmation?
Okay, if Asia creates a strong low and on the 4-hour time frame there was no other block, there was only a rejection block or open close. Is that your question?
Yeah. And Asia also give a trading range. Is it advisable to take aggressive or we should wait for confirmation?
That's why I said it before. We only take aggressive entry only if Asia give the order block. Do you understand? If only Asia gives the 4-hour order block. It happened, was it 2 days ago? Asia is going to give the order block. And once the order block form, it's trying to tell you that yes, price is going to use, most of the time, price is going to use that order block to mitigate out and take out the Asian high or like the nearest external risk liquidity. So that's why it's advisable to use only the Asia 4-hour order block.
Then, please, how do we know a POI has been mitigated?
How do we know whether a POI has been mitigated?
Yes, sometimes it confuses me.
Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour.
Okay.
So now, let me try and see if I could go. Okay, let's say this is another block here. Then we have another candle right here. So we only say price has mitigated this one only if there is a mitigation of a week on that level. Do you understand? Let's say this is the other block here, and there was a mitigation. What do I mean a mitigation? Price has already tapped the level. Let me try and do this. Okay, let's say price tap this level here. Now a mitigation has already occurred.
On the 4-hour?
Yes, on the 4-hour.
Okay.
So, but if the level is still like this is still fresh.
What if there's a full candle body close below it?
A full body candle close like this?
Yeah, yes.
If there's a full body candle close, this level has already been tested. Like there's no need of taking this kind of taking this level again now. Price has already tested the level. The level is not fresh again.
Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Let me say you have a high, let me say a 4-hour POI, and close to it, Asia created let me say you in a situation where you have a bullish higher time frame like 4-hour POI, and Asia created like a strong low, like it tested the 4 hours already, but created a bearish order block on the 4 hours on the Asia session. And like, what will you do? Like, will you take the sell or like focus on the buy?
Okay, first of all, the 4-hour created, if I understand your question, the 4-hour created the order block, right?
Yes.
The bullish order block.
Yes.
Okay. 4-hour created the bullish order block, and Asia created a selling strong high.
Yes.
So, like, you are asking, what are we going to do in this scenario?
Yes.
First of all, higher time frame has a